Bad news is that it suggests that the virus is not actively undergoing ongoing replication during the course of infection of a single individual. And that would not be good news if one were trying to use antiviral therapy. It doesn't mean it shouldn't be tested, but it reduces optimism that kind of a treatment regimen, the same kind of thing we do for HIV, might work for these. But it would be good news if one was developing a vaccine, because it would mean that the genetic variation issue would not probably be a significant roadblock the way it is expected to be with HIV. And it's important to note that there are marketed vaccines against a very closely related virus, and that's feline leukemia virus, which has been approved for use and has not 100% efficacious, but has some efficacy. So if it comes to that, and this is way down the road, of course, but vaccination would in fact be okay.
Just to give you a time check.
All right. And I've only got a couple of slides. So the other striking thing is the very close relationship of this virus to xenotropic MLV, an endogenous virus of inbred mice. And as was noted, the pathogenicity of xenotropic MLV, for an obvious reason, and that is this virus does not infect mice, has not been studied in mice, but closely related viruses have been very important pathogenic models in virology for cancer, for immunodeficiency disease, and for a variety of neurological diseases. So the potential pathogenicity of this virus in a host that it can infect should not be underestimated. So xenotropic MLV is inherited as an endogenous provirus, meaning it's in the germline, about 10 to 20 copies in all inbred mice, and in a much greater copy number actually in some wild mice. Most of the proviruses that are inherited this way are defective. They won't give rise to complete virus, but some of these are in fact capable of replicating. There's one called BXV1, which is intact and infectious. If you pull it out of the mouse DNA, you can get infectious virus out of it. And these viruses can infect virtually all mammals, and I think even some birds, except for some species of moose. And what's happened in these mice is that after the virus became